Hey guys,
I'm Michelle Clark,
I'm Jordan Clark.
and welcome to
The Clarkcast. Welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be doing our very first movie review about Wonder Woman 1984. It came out on Christmas of 2020.
So in this movie review, we'll be walking through our pros and our cons, and at the very end of the video, we'll be revealing our personal letter grades.
Yeah, we're just going to base these gradings on our reviews based on personal enjoyment. So, like she said, we'll go over things that we liked about the movie, maybe some stuff that we didn't like, but it's only on our personal enjoyment factor. Just having fun, nothing too serious. We want to let you guys know if you should check it out or not.
Yeah. And it's just like school, so we'll grade it from either A to F, and we'll also include pluses and minuses in our grades as well. So one of the things I personally enjoyed about this movie is the deep underlying moral message. So I think the whole movie kind of plays off of that theme and idea that humans are constantly tempted by, wealth, prosperity, and power. We learn throughout the movie that in the end that leads to the fall of man. And I think it hits on such a deeper message, just about the human condition and the world as it is right now.
Yeah, we always want more, or what we can't have or shouldn't have, and it shows how there's a lot of consequences to decisions that we make. In the story, you'll see that our main villain, he wants this stone that can grant the power to wish for things, and that's kind of how he gets drawn into evil and drawn into this ability to create his own success and lead him to disaster, like Michelle was saying.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess that can lead us into the characters and the actors.
Yeah, so our main villain is played by Pedro Pascal. You guys probably know him from either Narcos or The Mandalorian right now. He played a really different character, from what he is in those.
Oh my gosh, it's like night and day.
But a very eccentric character, larger than life type of a character.
Yeah. It was almost like a little too extra,
Almost
especially towards the end.
It's a lot, very, very extra. I didn't think I was going to actually enjoy it or like him very much because I saw the trailers and I was like, I don't really know if he's going to be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
But you wind up liking his character, at least I did, quite a lot. And
Yeah.
even though he's wrong, you kind of go, man, like sometimes I do want to wish for things that I shouldn't, or I want it all as well, even though I know that it's not a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think he nailed that character down, and it's just amazing to see how Pedro is able to adapt to so many different characters and really sell it. So I think he was casted really well, and so were all the other actors as well. I think the young and the old Diana were just such boss ladies throughout the whole movie, and just really exemplified Wonder Woman and her strength and her character.
For sure. I really like the younger version of Diana. I believe she's the same young lady that played her in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
She did a great job, was able to do action scenes and also bring even a little bit shorter part in this one, a lot of good acting on her part. And then Gal Gadot, as you guys know, is the lead character, the older Wonder Woman, and she does a great job. She's able to be really cool, have a great action presence, but also she shows a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
That's a huge part of Wonder Woman's character, of being like a better human being, being like the best of us, and really caring for those around her. But we also see in this movie that she's not perfect, and that even she wanted to have something that maybe she shouldn't have or couldn't have.
Yeah, it shows that she still experiences human weakness and the emotions that come with that.
So our other villain that is in this is played by Kristen Wiig, and she plays the Cheetah. And you can talk a little bit about her character.
I was so surprised when I saw she was casted as the villain, because when I think of her, obviously I think of Bridesmaids and like SNL, because she is known as a comedian.
Yeah, her character is Barbara the Cheetah, and we get to see her start out as kind of like this underappreciated, nerdy, goofy type of gal. And then she meets Wonder Woman, Diana, and they become friends. And at first, they get along really well, but she wants to be more like Diana. She sort of assumes, right, that Diana's very popular, everybody likes her. She thinks that, she's pretty, I want to be like her, I want everything that she has. And even after Diana tells her that hasn't exactly been the story of my life, this assumption you're making, she still doesn't really believe that, but that starts her down kind of her dark road.
Yeah, and, again, going back to theme, that plays into, the thing that a lot of people, especially on social media, struggle with nowadays, is comparing themselves to other people and saying, wow, look at their life, it looks so glamorous, and they look so so happy and successful. And the reality is we don't see what goes on behind the scenes. We don't know what people have went through to get to where they're at today. So I think that also was a really good lesson to show that it's not always greener on the other side.
Yeah. Very relatable.
Yeah.
And then next, it's no spoiler if you've seen the trailer, Chris Pine from the first movie comes back as Steve Trevor. He comes back and he's trying to figure out what the heck am I doing in the 80s, and he's always good in movies. Not too much new here with his character. He was just here to he had a lot of funny moments, but he was just here to kind of be there for Diana, help her in the action scenes, kind of rekindle their romance and that type of thing.
I really liked his character, and it was that comic relief that the movie needed, and it was a good balance for Wonder Woman. But one thing that I thought was kind of weird and strange was how he came back in another guy's body.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I'd consider that a con, because I was just like, that's weird. So she's basically getting together with this other guy, but she's seeing him as Steve.
There's only really one line, you guys, where they're talking in her apartment, and she basically says, and it's not super explained, she goes, I can see you as you are, or something along those lines. And so it's meant to let us know that she can see him the way he looks, but when he looks in the mirror in that scene, he still looks like the other guy. So all the other characters are seeing him as this other person.
Yeah.
So that was kind of strange but kind of funny. Yeah, I think all pros so far. But that was like the only con I think so far in the story and with the characters is that for being basically like the other main character from the first movie, it was just sort of random to have him in this new body and just there with her. So it's kind of a quirky thing. So that pretty much wraps up all the characters and kind of our story overview. Now we're gonna just run down quickly costume. What stood out to you?
I really like the costumes personally. I thought they did a great job nailing the 1980s and the different fashion back in the day. And also just the Wonder Woman outfits. I mean, you guys have seen it if you saw the first movie. I think they did such a good job just making the armor that she has just seem indestructible. And same with all of the Justice League. One costume that I wasn't crazy about, though, and I thought was a little strange, was the costume for, what is the bad girl's name again?
Oh, Cheetah.
Cheetah. That was, I don't know, something about the costume and makeup. It just reminded me of the movie Cats. It was just a little off. I don't know. It just didn't really
So it'd be a con for you.
It would be a con for me.
I actually thought it came out okay. I think it looked a little better, and unless I just misremember it, I think it came out better in the movie than what I saw in the trailer. I thought you were getting ready to say her jacket with the spikes on it and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad.
No, but yeah, but she progressively gets more ferocious, as her name would suggest. She goes from sort of goofy and the least intimidating person that you could meet all the way to this vicious creature.
The evolution. Yeah. It's crazy.
So what else? Yeah, like they did a great job with costumes. The special effects are usually pretty good on these type of movies. They have big budgets, so you would hope so. There wasn't, there like a little bit in her face, like you said, it kind of has that Cats thing to it, but pretty much everything looked really good on the special effects side.
So lastly, we're going to reveal our letter grades. So factoring all the pros and cons into my decision, I decided to give it an A-.
For me, I'm gonna go B- on this one.
Interesting.
I didn't get into any reviews out there myself before we watched the movie, but I did briefly see different comments people had online. I think people were too harsh on this one. It was a really good time. I think it was an above average movie. You guys should definitely watch it if you want to do a free trial, if you can get, or even just a month trial on HBO if you guys can't go to the theater. Definitely worth it. Fun time watching this movie. Highly recommend. But yeah, B-. Why did you go for the A-?
Just because overall I really enjoyed the movie, but there's just a couple of things where, like nitpicking. But overall I really enjoyed it. I think it's worth the watch. So average, that would make our score B.
Like a B.
Right?
So B,
solid
not
B.
bad, right?
B,
Definitely
not bad.
B, not bad. Well, hopefully we did good on this first review. Hope you guys had a fun time watching it, and hope that you will have a great time watching this movie if you choose to. Like we said, we recommend it.
It is really sad that the movie came out when it did, because these movies aren't being shown on the big screen everywhere, which they deserve to be. And all of these actors and actresses and movie producers and everybody behind the scenes have worked so hard, and so it's just a shame that they're not getting the credit or exposure.
Yeah, not that full release that they would normally get.
Yeah.
If you can go to the movies, please get out of the house. Go support your local theater and just have a fun time. We like going to the movies a lot, and we've been sad not being able to go on our date nights at the movies.
I know. We're making the most of quarantine and trying to watch as many movies as possible, and it is what it is.
It's actually given us some inspiration to start this channel and do some movie reviews, because we were already doing our letter grade comparisons with each other off camera.
Yeah.
So if you like this video, please comment down below. Let us know if you went to see the movie. Give us your letter grade.
Yes, please give us your letter grade. Tell us what you think it's rated based off of your opinion. We'd love to hear it.
And please hit us with that like, and hopefully you'll tune in to our next review.
Yeah. Bye, guys.